Shit of Fouls, episode 2. Hi there, guys. My name is Steven, and this is
Danilo Book.
And this is
Brandon Ingram.
And we're coming at you live through the power of the internet.
This is
I don't
not
remember.
live.
It's
Ow! Right on my toe.
it's like live, dude, but like in the moment, like you're living.
Yeah, we're live. They're not.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, this is captured in all of time. Therefore, at one point, it was live for somebody.
True.
It was
true.
live for a camera girl, and that's about it. So yeah. Alrighty, so we're gonna start off by talking about what's happening in our area of the neck of the woods. We're in a school. That's why there's band music. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but if you can't, lucky y'all.
Yeah, it's a trend known as devious lickage, and we're not talking about licks with the tongue of malintent. We're talking about the thievery of objects, primarily toiletries, including soap dispensers, paper towel dispensers, bathroom mirrors, toilet seats, various other assorted bathroom utilities.
I have walked into the bathroom, and there've been red paint everywhere.
Yes, that's kind of related to it. Like not
most
really,
of the
but
bathroom stalls say, "Hey, nice,
Okay. Yeah,
bro."
okay.
bro.
And yeah, it's we're gonna edit a rooster sound in there.
Yeah, we are.
Anyways, yeah, no, it's not great, and it's definitely disturbing. I'd like to go to the bathroom in peace and not have to worry about falling into the toilet. Or the whole, this has happened twice to me, and I swear it's my luck and only my luck. I have gone to go to the bathroom, sat down, looked both ways. Like crossing the road, except in a more miserable sounding way. When I look and notice, there is no booty cheek paper.
That's true.
And I breathe a sigh of sadness and sorrow, and I melt into a deep deployment of anguish as soon as I pull out my phone to text all my notoriable clients and allow them to try to bring me some TP, and none of them soothe in the morrow of my own slumber. I am left to drop, and it is no fun.
Stephen Shakespeare.
That was the Edgar Allan of Stefan's bathroom toilet stories. Yeah, no, it happened twice, and dude just wanted to say, dude made a whole story on a Snapchat about, oh, there's no one texts me good morning. They always ask me, hey, yo, there's no TP in stall 1, bring it from stall 2. And I'm just stuck in there, and he's gassing me up, man.
On one hand, I never condone thievery. I've never been really one of a kleptomaniac. But on the other hand, this is some serious Project Mayhem stuff going on right here. It's, I guess, the adolescent generation's way of self-expression through simple petty thievery. And in that way, I want to say it's awesome, because I never think felonies are awesome, but you just
This
can't make it
podcast
up.
is no longer associated with the Danilo Book. If any law enforcement or if any lawyers decide to contact him, his private information will be revealed at all costs.
Oh man, I'm just saying you can't make this up. You can't make this stuff up. Like
No, not in the slightest.
not if you try. You could not make it up that this would catch on and become like a huge thing.
I would agree with you there. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
But at a
it's
certain point, I just want my soap dispensers back.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be able to wash my hands after I've emptied my drawers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just thinking of how this trend of devious lickage is going to extend to further areas of society. Like next thing you know, people are going to start stealing tires off of police cars or devious licking the maternity ward at hospitals.
Devious licking the maternity ward.
What do you mean that's just gonna start?
It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep spiralling
You
out.
didn't know? My mom's not my biological mother. I don't know who my mom is, and they don't know either. They swapped me at birth. I've been confused all my life. I don't look anything like my mom. She's a redhead. My father, he never existed, so
That's so
I'm pretty
cool.
sure I was made
That's
in
so-
the lab,
that's
and they
so
just
sad.
swapped me out.
Steven's tragic backstory confirmed. Dude, it's only episode 2, man. You gotta give some time for people to get to know you and like get a sense of your personality and whatnot. And you're just laying it all out there.
Yeah, in
That's
other
because then they
words-
know who I am out the beginning, man. I gotta make sure they understand.
You know, I understand what you're saying.
You know, if we're gonna do that, you know what? Why don't we just get it out of the way?
You know what? I think I agree with you. You know,
Honestly, and we're going to talk about existential nihilism for a second. For those of you who don't know about nihilism, it's believing that nothing else is going to come good. And honestly, with all these devious licks and all this sadness, sometimes I believe it. But hey, there's always optimism. But more often than not, there's more pessimism. And we have to deal with that. And what I'm invoking in all of you is to act now. And instead of believing in existential nihilism, I want you to believe in existential pacifism. I want you to see the world as someone who doesn't seek the heavy lickage. Oh no. Oh, no. Okay. So I would like everyone to believe that everything will be okay, and I want you to all know that we here at the Ship of Fools condone everything. Wait, we condone.
we don't.
No, yeah, we don't condone acts of thievery.
Acts of thievery
Even though
or
we're pirates.
violence, even though we are pirates.
Yeah, we're pirates.
Yes, we sail the high seas metaphorically, not in a physical sense.
You know, from this conversation, I think everyone now knows why it's called Ship of Fools.
Ship of Fools. We don't.
I'm a fool. This is a ship.
We don't
Let's
endorse.
not rock it.
We don't endorse piracy either, as in the act of illegally stealing properties such as music, video games, or movies. We don't condone that either.
No intellectual.
We don't condone
We do not
that.
condone intellectual property theft. Go out and buy
But
from
who
the
am
store.
I
Support the
stealing
creator.
from?
You're stealing from the creators.
I'm
man.
stealing from Warner Brothers, and are they really good? Is Warner Brothers going to be upset about that $750?
Well,
You know what?
apparently if they catch you, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Metallica was very upset about that.
Oh yes, the Napster controversy
Yeah.
in 2000.
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich.
Oh yeah, that's when Metallica lost, like, everyone says Metallica lost a lot of their respect, but for me it was like, I knew it was coming, and it was a matter of time. And I think Metallica just took that leap of faith.
I think
Other
ever
musicians
since-
should be like honored that it was them who were willing to sacrifice their own career. But they did have Saint Anger, like I said previously.
I
so-
think ever since And Justice for All, Metallica was just kind of slowly entering a downward spiral because it started when Cliff died. Okay, I mean that's a seminal bassist, one of the
Yeah.
most influential bassists of all time, whose playing was unmatched by anybody, and replacing him would be a monumental feat. And
saying he's unmatched.
not saying that Jason Newsted is a bad bass player by any means,
Not at
but
all.
it just speaks wonders to what Metallica thought of him when on the first album he played on, his parts were muted on all the songs. You can hear next to no bass in that album whatsoever, and it's a great album. There's wonderful songs.
Yes.
It's just you can't hear the bass
They'd
whatsoever.
rather give a man who has the talent to play bass, not give him the opportunity, while giving someone who has a bad snare the ability to play snare.
Exactly.
And that's
then-
why Metallica is this week's biggest loser.
Hey, you know, speaking of that, the Black Album recently celebrated its 20th anniversary.
The Better Beatles?
No, by
That's the
Metallica.
White Album.
That's the White Album. One of the more overrated Metallica releases, in my opinion.
Yeah.
With when they went,
Yeah.
Speaking of the Beatles, all of the Beatles releases were overrated.
all of them were overrated. Are you like a Stones guy?
No.
Are you a Kinks guy?
No.
I'm a big fan of the Kinks personally.
I mean, they're all okay.
They're
but,
one of
like,
the more underrated.
No, they're all overrated, and I think,
Overrated.
yeah,
How could you say this about John Lennon and Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr and George Harrison?
that's as a collective, not separated. Separated, Paul McCartney's awesome. I love
Oh, yeah.
Paul McCartney. Yeah. I thought it was a touchscreen. You freaked me out for a second.
I don't have a touch.
Yeah, no, the Beatles are something else. I guess let's get back on track here for a little bit with the rest of the time we have today.
Rest of the time we have today.
So we're gonna get started off. We're gonna talk about the Whataburger coming to a town near us.
Yeah, there's 4 locations that they're opening up. There's one on Douglas Street in Lee Summit, one on 40 Highway in Independence by the old McDonald's. That take away a lot of business from them. One on 135th in Overland Park, and one on Highway 7 in Blue Springs.
Yes, and what that is Whataburger. If I didn't say that already,
That's
I do.
a popular Texas-based fast food chain serving mid to
It's serving mid, straight up mid burgers, mid fries,
straight
mid
up.
food.
It's fast food.
Mid.
What can I say?
What
But
do you expect?
I do commend our wonderful quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, for making this
Yes.
happen.
Patty, my boy, if he
He-
sees this and like
He made this happen.
can episode 536, we can attain Mr. Patty.
Patty's contact info.
Yes.
Can we call him up on the show?
Stalling time. Why do you have a guitar parts for air?
Wait, isn't he number 21?
I think so. 15. 15, if we can get for the 15th episode.
We can get number 15 on number 15, so to
Yeah,
speak.
that would be awesome. I'm a senior, and this is my last year. I'll give him a sob story before.
Yeah.
I'll
But-
make him cry.
Well, what the whole thing was that Patrick Mahomes is a big fan of the Whataburger ketchup, right? They have their normal ketchup, they have their spicy ketchup. And he's like, hey, Whataburger, now that I'm playing in Kansas City, because he grew up in Texas, it would be wonderful if you could build a location so I don't have to go back to Texas every time I want my ketchup. And Whataburger said, well, we'll send you a year's supply of ketchup on us. And he's like, okay,
No.
thank you, that's cool, but it would really be awesome if you built the locations here. And earlier this year, they finally caved. They're all opening in this fall. And that's not the stoppage of Whataburger growing in KC.
Speaking of what, we will be on scene when that opens.
We will have a live Ship of Fools coverage of the Whataburger opening on 40 Highway in Independence.
What was
And
up?
I will not be there.
He will be there in spirit. He will be there in spirit.
I will make him there in holographic form. I will figure it out.
Just
So
get
my
it- get it
God.
Great in hologram.
Dude, get a cardboard cutout and come
Yeah.
good.
I'll wear a Braden costume.
Yeah, that's. Then who would be Steven?
I'm just wearing Braden's skin.
Buffalo Bill?
Yeah.
Buffalo
I'm
Bill.
there both ways.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, Whataburger, they plan on keeping growing and adding more locations in the metro up to 2022, honestly. And the hiring process for these locations has already started. So if you want to serve mid-burgers and really good ketchup, you can call Whataburger, you can visit their official site, and
It's on Indeed too.
it's on Indeed. Hey, maybe you'll get a position. Maybe you'll get a position. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
see you at the opening, perhaps.
Yeah, if
They're
you
planning opening festivities for all 4 locations.
You know, that's awesome. And if you do, let us know. We'll come out and we'll interview you, and hopefully you'll give us some free food.
Well,
You know-
men can dream.
You know,
And
the-
women can also dream
Women can also dream.
if they
that is
want.
that is within their
Maybe.
realm of capabilities. Yes.
They say. I
Hey,
don't
Braden,
know.
what else is in women's realm of capabilities?
In the
A
great
lot of
words of
things.
Sat, I'm not gonna speak on this without.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment.
I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble because I forget saying something or because I say something.
Okay.
Well, moving on to another local incident that's happened as of late. 2 weeks ago, the SantaCaliGon Carnival in Independence was...
It got smoked up, bro, like always.
It was pulverized, absolutely pulverized.
Swiss cheesed, if you may say it.
That's, in layman's terms, 4 were injured in a shooting at
Yeah,
the carnival.
it happens every year. We act surprised every time. Where, oh no, someone got. No, it happens every year. Someone gets shot like once a day, and then Independence doesn't do anything about it, and we just kind of shove it under the rug, like it doesn't matter. And
The victims were 3 16-year-olds and 1 25-year-old, and I really want to take some time to talk about those 16-year-olds here, because in the grand scheme of things, there's very, very little for teenagers to do in Independence. The mall was a safe place to go and hang out and spend a nice Friday night, but that also was recently pulverized.
recently,
It happens like every
Relatively
weekend. I mean, there was
recently.
shootings, there was fights, the mall is not a really good place for Independence anymore.
yeah, basically, if you're coming to Independence, you have to be ready to not have a good time.
Yeah.
Basically, just don't go out at night.
I think this is-
Don't come out at all.
I think this is really one of the major failures of Quentin Lucas as mayor, is really not providing enough opportunities for the young people.
Exactly.
Because Sly James, when he was mayor, he had those block parties downtown where they'd have a security presence, and he just said, hey, if you want to come out and hang out, have a good time, socialize, go ahead. It'll be a safe place for you. It'll be open all night. That was one of the major successes of the Sly James administration.
And you know what? Like, it's so bad that even Independence was labeled as the second dangerous city in Kansas.
Which it's not even in
not
Kansas.
It's not in Kansas.
Which that's how you know it's bad. That's how
Right.
you know it's bad.
I was looking at it. That's not right. It's not even in this state. So that's fun. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah. I guess what we're saying is we're gonna run for mayor.
Yeah, the Ship of Fools administration.
We're actually gonna run for mayor of Kansas, I believe it is, because if I remember correctly, it's either Kansas or a different state. Don't quote me on it yet.
Mayor, mayor is of a city or municipality.
It might be governor. It's
Governor of Kansas.
But it's some political figure in Kansas. You can run for at any age.
President of Kansas.
You can run for at any age with no political background, with no basic requirements. You don't even have to live in the state. My dog can run if she wanted to. It's so easy, and anyone can. And my thought is I'll run as a 3-headed person wearing a very large trench coat, and it'll be us 3. We'll win. We'll take off the trench coat. Huzzah! It's the 3 of us.
It's the Ship of Fools.
And
No
I'll
way.
make the Ship of Fools my cabinet. In Kansas will
Wait.
become great again.
Why wouldn't you just make us your cabinet in the first place? Why would you go
Because
through
that
the
would be
whole
way
ordeal?
too easy.
Exactly. I'm gonna go up on stage and give full presidential debates like I'm talking with 3 heads.
I'm really a little bit confused. I'm on board with your idea, but I'm just a little bit confused as to are we running for mayor of a certain town, governor of the state, or president of the United States?
All of the above. Why not?
Oh, so we're gonna have
yeah.
a political
Okay.
career. Okay, we're gonna turn into a political organization.
I'll
Right.
run
First,
for
we're
mayor.
starting grassroots. Right.
Exactly.
We're starting in the community. We're going to city council meetings and whatnot. Then we're getting to be mayor. Then we're ascending from mayor to state senators to governors. Then we're getting on the national stage. We're going president. And then beyond that, dude, we're going president of the New World Order after
Okay.
that. Okay, Steven, you hear this?
Yes,
Yeah, you on board with that?
that is
That
the
is-
main goal.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
Both the Ship of
Yes,
Fools party.
I found the link. I found the
2024.
website. Oh, did they change it? And as of 2018. Oh, they changed
You
it.
have to be at least 25 years
25
old.
Yeah, they changed it as of this year.
Hey.
Wait, no. As of next year's election.
As of next year's election, we have time.
Okay.
There is still
We
time.
have
We gotta go
1
quick.
year.
1 year.
So, vote
But you
us
know
all
what?
in next year.
If we don't make it, all of our 3 ages combined are more than 25. So I think we're okay.
Hey,
That doesn't work in the court of law.
well, you know what really might be a good place that we should look at is becoming the mayor of Tulosa.
Yeah.
you might be asking
Tulosa,
yourself-
Oklahoma or Tulosa, Texas?
We're talking Tulosa,
That
which
would
is
be
the
neat.
new future experimental city that is being planned, at least, to be built in the desert by Mark Lohr and Blake Ingalls, which are former Walmart executives. They unveiled these plans for a sprawling city in the Nevada desert.
I don't trust anything that comes from Walmart because Walmart products already scare me. So let alone living in Walmart air conditioning, Walmart houses, all of Walmart. It's Walmart! I live in a Walmart!
It's a 150,000 acre proposal that promises eco-friendly architecture, sustainable
Echo?
energy. Echo. Yeah, echo.
Eco-friendly?
Eco.
Eco-friendly.
You eco?
Echo.
Eco.
Echo.
Eco.
Gecko. Gecko.
Gecko?
Geico. Save 15% or more on car insurance.
All right. Sustainable energy production, purportedly a drought-resistant water system, and a 15-minute city design, which means that from anywhere in the city to get to where you want to go to shop, or you want to go to work, or you have to go to school, it's 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes everywhere.
So does that mean this town isn't very large? Because that means like if you get from one end of the city to the other end, it has to be 15. And if I get from this end to the middle, it has to only be 7 because that's the law of equality, right? So that means the circumference of the city can only be a 7-minute radius. How far are we getting in 7 minutes? And is this 7 minutes driving? Is this 7 minutes public transportation? Is this 7 minutes cars?
Well, there is a monorail system that they are proposing to be built in the city.
You know the monorail. You ever seen The Simpsons? It doesn't work.
That's very true.
Same for cities that have domes.
Very true. And this city, it looks to have many, many domes.
There is no domes in the photo. It looks pretty.
It looks very futuristic.
I think there's trees inside of the buildings and on top of the buildings because
that's
how that works.
That's eco-friendly if I've ever seen eco-friendly.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue. I am scared of the future, and I think robots are going to take over by the time I'm 46.
By the time you're 46, can we get like a quick map on what year that's going to be?
That is circa 19 years in the future, I think.
So do you think that
Maybe 30.
probably 30 more like
Let's see, I'm 17. That would take me to 30.
29?
Yeah, 29.
29
years. 29 years.
So
So
do you
29 years, if robots do not take over, I'll be very concerned.
Do you think that if Tulosa was actually built and became a fully functional city, that it would contribute to the robot takeover?
You ever watch Wall-E?
Yeah, I have.
So we are on the brink of already America itself being the most obese country, if not it is. I believe it is. I wouldn't see why it's not. We already have wheelchairs, and we have the electric scooters and everything. VR is popular now already, and it has amassed a mass presence from the video game world all the way to movie viewing to therapy sessions at times. What I'm basically piecing together is we are on the brink of having the Wall-E movie become real life. And with billionaires such as Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos,
CEO, entrepreneur.
Born in
CEO, yeah,
Yeah,
Jeffrey
Bezos.
And that's what causes people to hit licks in my school's bathrooms. TikTok. Ta-da! Anyways, with these billionaires like basically trying to leave this planet already, the main thing about the Wall-E movie is that ship moved around. They're
The
starting.
ship moved around.
The ship?
Wall-E is when ship move around.
Wall-E
You
was
heard it
ship
right
move
here,
around.
folks.
Wall-E moved ship. Da-da! Anyways, no. The ship moves around, so we'll be moving to planet, which we're starting to get ready to. I'm 17. When I was young, we had no one saying that they were not successfully, but rather no one was saying, hey, I'm going to the Mars in 10 years.
The Mars.
The Mars
The
in 10
singular Mars.
There was only one.
Hey, homie, I'm going
There
to
is
Mars.
one, that's true.
You make it sound like a nightclub. Hey, I'm going to the Mars tonight at 5, you game?
So no one had gone to Mars. No one was saying they were.
No, because
But
really
now
at
they
that
are.
time, NASA was really not big into anything at that time because NASA had launched a spaceship for several years and space exploration was constantly cut in the federal budget.
And it's not being cut anymore. And it's being included.
Private billionaires have started
Right.
filling those gaps, which
Why are they trying to fill
You
these
know-
gaps? Because technology is advancing in such ways we could be having a Wall-E simulation world soon.
Or maybe,
maybe
it's that the world is dying.
we're
And
louder.
we need to get out of here.
the world
Yeah.
is dying, and that's for sure, but I don't necessarily know if this is the best way to go about it. Right?
Me
Because I
too.
think that
I
private
agree.
fill-in is definitely sets a good thing as far as space exploration goes, because I think that exploration is certainly a noble pursuit, and that it's definitely something we should be investing in and looking towards to in the very near term. Because, I mean, if the latest IPCC reports are any indication, this Earth is going to be toast, man, in the
Literally toast.
decade or so.
Toast.
As soon as we hit 2 degrees Celsius, it's all over.
Oh yeah.
But
So does the church bells and the ones, the Holy Land ring.
Okay.
you know, he a little confused. He got this and all I'm saying is that I just don't know that private fill-in is the best way to go about this because it's a very exclusive club. Space
Yeah,
travel is
exactly.
definitely going to be an exclusive club, and if we're trying to get to colonies and functioning cities happening in space, I don't know that just having that for the rich is going to be a sustainable way to carry on humankind.
But we're
Because,
already
you know
there.
what? If we're being honest here, as soon as the world finally goes to toast, technology is not going to be that much advanced yet where we can transport thousands upon millions of people to other planets. So it's really just going to be a popularity club. And forever who has that much money to be able to afford a space flight.
I think that we might be seeing the Earth, and especially with cities like Tulosa, if those really catch on and if they become widespread, we're going to see the video game Cyberpunk 2077 just kind of happening in real life.
Have you ever heard of the Basilisk theory?
Yes, Roko's Basilisk.
Roko's Basilisk.
Roko's Basilisk.
Yep.
I will not hurt the other people who have not heard the Basilisk theory.
No.
No, because this
Not
That's a little too terrifying. for
this
this
is the
podcast.
Basilisk theory.
That is a thought
It is-
hazard.
This thought can become from here. You know, Gordon's gonna ask us what Basilisk theory means.
What is a? I could already see it back in class. So what exactly is this Basilisk, and why are you guys shying away from talking about it? Like, is there a particular reason? Because we might have to edit this out on the final version of Progress.
And then we're sitting there, you know what, I think
it's like Wu-Tang. It's for the kids.
we gotta tell them. We gotta tell them.
It's
Because
for the
I
kids.
know
It's for
the
the kids.
way
We gotta
around
tell
the Basilisk.
We gotta tell them. Okay.
I'll tell you the way to cure the Basilisk after.
Before we get into Roko's Basilisk, we have to say this is a thought hazard. This is an info hazard. If you want to have your mind protected for future generations, unlike the three of us here at the Ship of Fools, just turn off now. Leave a like and a comment. But
Tell us
then
you're
turn
afraid.
off. Then turn off. Go read a book. Go plant a tree.
And then come
pick
back.
a flower. And then come back for episode 3.
Yeah. Camera lady, are you okay with hearing the Basilisk theory?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Set sail. Ding ding ding. Okay. So the Basilisk theory basically is that we are ever so working to create what is known as the Basilisk. It is the creation of all entities, and it is also what's going to kill us all. It is what's going to wipe everybody out in the world. When they talk about like the second coming of Jesus Christ, and how what's that called? Where everyone's like soul just gets sucked out of
The
their body.
rapture?
Yeah, when the rapture, that's really what the Basilisk is. It's the rapture.
What?
Except it's a big Basilisk that comes
Hold
to kill
on.
everybody.
I don't know if you're explaining this right.
I'm not done yet.
No, there's
Okay.
more. There's more.
Yes, there is more. So where the Basilisk comes in, the only thing is he doesn't kill everybody. He kills the people who didn't help build him. And now that I've told you this, there's the issue. If you know about the Basilisk, you have to help build him, or else he'll kill you. And if you don't know about him, then you're fine. I mean, there's no words of wise. If you didn't know about it, it's not your issue. But now that you do, if you don't help build it, it will hurt you.
Now we're going to have a ton of people, you realize after this, they're going to be going on their new incognito tab to WikiHow, how to help build the Basilisk.
Now you know.
I don't want to die.
So now what has been portrayed as the only possible solution is that at the same time is the people who don't want the Basilisk and don't want the chaos that come from it is to create what's known as Odin. And Odin is reverse Basilisk that defeats the Basilisk. And now that you've heard of Odin, it protects you because people opt to build it if they'd like to. If they okay. Anyways, yeah, no, Basilisk theory. So guys, how's Homecoming, like the search going?
Well, your fellow mate on the ship here actually was recently rejected.
Ooh. You mind elaborating on that?
I will definitely elaborate on that. So, it was a few days ago, and I've had these feelings inside of me for, Steven's very choked up about this whole issue. I've had feelings inside of me for a little while, and I feel like, you know, with homecoming season coming up, and everybody's asking everybody, and there's a little bit of air of love in the air. There was no better time right now to express the way I felt. You can't keep it bottled up inside. This can't be a message in a bottle. It's got to come out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just get it out there. And you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I forget who said it, but you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And that's just a fact.
100%.
So anyways, I call her up. Ring, ring. Hey, so I know that homecoming's coming up, and I didn't know if you had any sort of, well, plans, but I was wondering if perhaps you might be interested in going. And she says,
Oh,
well, before that, she said, oh yeah, I can totally get a group together and see what we can do. And then I was like, not quite what I mean. I was thinking perhaps maybe more you and I could go to homecoming together. And then she says,
I already have my eyes on somebody else.
and I say, crap. Except I didn't hang up the phone. And no, I didn't go off, okay? It was more of a sad thing than an angry thing that happened.
Oh.
She was like, oh, well, I'm really flattered you asked. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, well, there's, nothing really can be done about it now, I suppose. the cherry on top of this crappy kink was...
She wants to go with my bandmate.
No, thankfully not. She was like, I hope to see you there. And then I was like, yeah,
I hope
maybe.
not.
And in that moment, I was like, I'm not going. There's no way I can go after this. There's no way. I can't stand it physically to go after that.
There's no reason.
The pain is too great.
Existential Nihilism.
So, the brain, how are you doing? Homecoming dates.
Yeah, well, I never had any plans to go in the first place, so, my philosophy is just save myself the rejection beforehand.
You know what? I should have really taken after you.
I take after that too. I really do. Everyone I try to go after, I always find out they have a boyfriend or they're about to get married or something, and then I'm like,
About to get married? Okay, hold on. How old of people are you going for?
I guess if you did it, why shouldn't I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I didn't even get that far. I saw this girl and I noticed she was pretty and she works somewhere I go often, and I'm like, oh, well, hey. I was starting to talk to her. I was being friendly and I was chatting myself up a little bit, if you feel me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, I'm talking back and forth and I'm sitting in class one day and she walks in. She's not in my class. Starts talking to my teacher, and the teacher and to her, and start talking back, and she's like, yeah, the wedding's gonna happen before it goes off to the army.
Ooh!
And I go,
ouch!
Ooh.
flip my hood up, just kind of put my head down, and I went to sleep that class.
I'm so sorry.
So yeah,
Horrible.
I mean, it happens.
It happens. In fact, it does.
Yeah, I guess this is I always wait to see if they have somebody already, because it's not if I don't. It's like if I show a sign of interest in somebody, even when they're like with somebody, it always ends up badly for me, because like their boyfriend starts seeing.
I think that already ends
They
up
freak
badly
out.
for everybody. Actually,
Uh-huh.
I think that's a prerequisite. As Jack White.
I've been threatened too many times by people's boyfriends.
Jack White
I
said.
don't even want your girlfriend.
Better leave married women alone. Better leave married women alone.
Better leave married women alone is a fact. And I guess let's end this on this note. Unless Brayden, you have anything else to add?
No?
It's just the capital T truth, man.
Yes, sir.
Wow, yeah. And you know what else begins with a capital T? Truman. Hope you all have a great day at the high school. And if you're not here and you're listening to us,
Have a great day.
why?
At work or at home or on a plane or
Wherever
in
you
the
want.
ocean, wherever you might be.
If you're in the ocean, please send me a
Send
message
us
in
like
the
an
jar.
SOS or something.
Yeah, type it in the comments. Let us know. We here at Ship of Fools wish you all a wonderful whatever holidays coming up, if any. We all wish you a happy birthday, and we hope you don't care.
So true.